Happy Friday, everybody in the Southern Hemisphere. Happy Thursday evening in the North. Look, I just heard about the hurricane that's happened over there, and look, I just wanted to send all my healing prayers. I had no idea. I don't actually watch the news that often, so blessed be to everybody, and I hope you all stay safe. And it's wonderful to hear that A1R Radio received some divine intervention and was able to be back up running. So I'm going to get straight into it today with a collective card for everyone who's listening. Today I'm going to be reading from my Sacred Circle deck, which is beautiful. It's look, a very traditional Celtic pagan intention behind this deck, and some of the cards do take on a slightly different meaning, and that comes right back to the author's intention at the time that they, created the deck. But look, it's a beautiful deck. It's one of my oldest ones, and it speaks to me. I love it. So I hope everyone enjoys this one, and I'm going to focus now and get a collective card out. So here we go, and then I'll be taking a caller as well. Here we go. So focus, collective message for Friday the 4th of October or Thursday the 5th, 3rd, for all who are listening. This one, jumper. We got the lovers. Wow, this is great. This is a biggie. The lovers, especially in this deck, this really emphasises the connection of the divine feminine and the divine masculine, the yin and yang really coming together and blending as a force. And, everything's raw and new and emotional. And, those early sort of stages of love, it kind of feels like in the journey of the Fool, which is the metaphorical journey of the tarot. But then what happens is that as love comes, obviously there comes complications with love, whether or not to pursue more of your ambition or to take on more of the ambition of your partner. So it's sort of that give and take sort of stuff. And often what this card can mean is that people are either struggling with a bit of a dilemma there on whether or not to pursue either a different love path, like a self-love or a different lover or whatever, or to really focus on their current relationship and putting lots of effort into their current relationship. And if that's the case, look, I tell you what, it's a beautiful card for positivity in communication, for sexual rapport, for, chemistry, for love, all that sort of stuff. So, it's huge, this card, and it's a biggie. And it is also very much about self-love too. So lots of people at the moment with this collective message maybe experiencing some things in their relationships to do with this sort of stuff, okay? And if not, they could even have a choice, either between lovers, like I said, or it could just be more to do with where they are focusing their love at the moment. So there we go. That is the lovers. All right. Now I will, I just need to see who I've got on my call. Lara, hello, Lara. How are you? Can you hear me?
Hi, yes, I can hear you. I'm doing well.
Great. Wonderful to hear you doing well. And are you over in the part of the States where the hurricane's been?
No, we're, I'm way up north, close to Canada.
I'm glad to hear you're safe then. Okay, so take care. All right, it's lovely to talk to you. Thanks for calling. So, Lara, I am going to be reading with my Sacred Circle tarot deck. I've also got my Modern Oracle deck here with me today, and I'm happy to either, unpack a question that you might have or just do you a general spread to pick up on your general energy. Okay, so sky's the limit. Ask away.
Let's see. Well, usually when I get a reader, I usually like to ask, what is it I need to know?
Well, that's a great one. I love that question.
What is it I need to know?
What does Lara need to know? I love that question. That's one of my favourite questions, and that's a question that I ask my tarot deck a lot too. And often it tells me what I don't want to hear. But, in the long run, it actually works out that it's meant to be what I'm meant to hear. You know what I mean? So, all right, let's see how we go.
It's like, it's the most important thing. What is the most important thing I need to know?
All right, here we go. All right. Focus. Some messages for Lara. Sorry, what does Lara need? Oh, we got the King of Cups, we have got the Web, and we have got the Knight of Discs. I feel like one more needs to come out, and the Five of Discs. Okay, this is some interesting energy here, Lara, and straight away I'm drawn to the King of Cups. The King of Cups. I'm not sure if you can see the screen here or not, but I'm holding the card up, and this is a card that really emphasizes emotional integrity and emotional regulation, and it's the masculine. So he can either be the masculine side of yourself, okay, or he can be a man in your life. And often he's mature, he's wise, he's got a lot of integrity, like I said, and you know, I often say this. I believe he's the only king out of all the tarot that's really in touch with his emotions, because not many of the other males are, but this one really is, and he's beautiful. And look, he's a very supportive, strong, emotionally stable kind of figure. And this is either calling upon you to, this is either what's really prevalent in your life at the moment, or this could be what you're seeking, or this could even be what you're providing to others. And if so, if it is what you're providing to others, this would be in the form of like a counsellor sort of role, someone who helps people through their emotional problems and all that sort of stuff. But look, I'll unpack the rest of the cards because they all connect. They all talk to each other and they can take on a slightly different meaning. You, my dear, have got the web. And where did I put it? It just fell out there. There we go, the web. Now, here's the web. The web is, this card is tweaked slightly from the original Justice card from the original deck, okay? Very much with a very strong emphasis of your power to control what you're manifesting. So, this card's basically saying reality is a construct. It is everything that you're looking around, that you're seeing around you in your life, is in some form has been manifested by you. And this is huge, this one. This is very much about what you're putting out there, even if you're not aware of it, it could just be subconscious stuff, but it's exactly kind of what's manifesting and it's what's really prevalent in your life at the moment. And being next to the King of Cups here, I'm feeling, honestly, in a nutshell, perhaps you've been, in the past, you have gone through some really painful lessons when it comes to dealing with men in particular that have, possibly little to no emotional regulation or intelligence in that sense, not to be rude, but that's basically it. And this here, with the web card here, with the strength and the integrity and the beautiful energy of the King of Cups, this is really nice stuff. This is saying, I believe you've learnt your life journey, your lesson in that aspect of dealing with that. And given that the Lovers card came out today, I think that's really quite prevalent to your reading at the moment, that, a lot of in your past relationships or even current, you've had to learn some really hard lessons here that have been quite emotionally deep and, yeah, really, I get that they would have cut deep, and now you're at a point, where you are just so strong from that. So look, I'll keep going with the other cards that came out here, Lara, because look, you've got husbandry here, you've got the Knight of Discs. All right, now this is a card all about dedication and steadfastness and the sheer will to put the hard work in. He's a very earthy energy, okay? And being next to the King of Cups, I'm picking up the energy of a husband here, or a potential husband on the what's the word, on the horizon, okay? Because he's a knight, this guy, though, so he's not quite there yet. All right, knights are often on a journey and they're really doing some hard work to find themselves and pursue what they want. In this instance, he's very hardworking, he's dedicated, he wants to show his showcase his skills and his abilities and his sheer determination. He's very strong, and he does. He wants to be a husband, basically, in this deck. That's what the word says. It's husbandry. And I think here this could even be something you're considering with your current husband or considering for your future, because this man here needs to embrace the integrity of the King of Cups. Does that make sense? Or the emotional maturity. And he's doing that. He's willing to do that. That's what I'm very much getting, especially with the web card here, okay? Because I believe you've manifested this, you might not even be aware of it, but I think, everything that's happened for you and what you've put out there is now starting to manifest. We do have a slight little restriction, though. Here we go. Here's the Five of Discs, all right? Now, the Five of Discs, to me, is indicating that this kind of relationship or whatever's going on here with this person, because I do believe it's another person. I don't actually think it's part of you. Remember how I was saying, we've got the masculine side of ourselves, blah, blah, blah. I think this is a person you're dealing with. Five of Discs means there's some kind of financial restriction there or some kind of feeling of not feeling as though you can pursue this, or that you might not have enough of something yet. I'm not sure if he is currently struggling with finances or not, or you might be. There could be that kind of little dynamic there. Otherwise, it can be an emotional sense of restriction. Okay, it's not always about money. It can actually also be about health. This is traditionally the Five of Discs, okay, or the Five of Pentacles, whatever you want to call it, and it is very much about feeling held back, feeling restricted, feeling a sense of impoverishment, and just seeking a bit more hope, which is possibly on feeling more of a self-doubt thing here. There's a bit of doubt there of fear from the past of what's happened with the web being there, and very much what this card reminds you to do, especially with the positive energy I'm getting from these other cards. This is asking you, I think, to remember that everything's growing and it's going to be okay, because the Five of Discs is always a temporary situation, always, and it doesn't last for long. It can just be one of those things that come up that make you have those self-doubts, and it is just very much about pushing through the storm, breaking free from those kind of feelings of restriction, and then before you know it, you've come through the other side of it, and there's that. So yeah, look, interrupt me at any point. Am I sort of on the right track for you here, Lara?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Right now, there isn't really any men. Actually, no, there is one guy in my life who is kind of showing interest.
Yep.
But also, you were mentioning the poverty and emotional thing. I am currently unemployed and having difficulty with money, so this is kind of more of a financial transaction sort of relationship.
I've got to jump in. Sorry, Laura. I've just had a little icon tell me I've only got 30 seconds. I'm so sorry, but thank you for clarifying that, because that makes perfect sense then. And that's an example of how magic the cards are in how they work. Okay. Overall message, just remember to keep paying attention to your thought processes there, because I think you're on that journey now, definitely, where you deserve to have the riches of a healed relationship.